Hey, good morning, John. Hope you're doing well. Things are holding up. Bob Guinan, Brother Guinan. Hi, Irene. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Hello, Jamie. I'm sorry she couldn't make it too. Hope she's doing well. Good morning, Audrey. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Gail. Sharon Landry, good morning. Hi, Jackie. I'm glad. Good to hear, John. Is it Wednesday already? Funny, Vicky. I thought that too. Priscilla, good morning. Morning, Irene. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Audrey. I hope everyone there is well, keeping good. Good morning, everybody. Still see some people filing in here. Maggie Pereira's in the house. Hello, Pereira clan. Morning, Kristen. How are you? Welcome back. Thank you. Yes, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. As odd as it may sound, I have missed you all in these past couple days. Even though we're not exactly having, deep, meaningful heart-to-hearts or anything like that we've been able to. But this time that we've set aside to be able to share has been, has been meaningful, and it means a lot. Has meant a lot to me. So I am thankful that each of you are here and have chosen to come back. So, but it's a joy that we might walk this path together in this time. It really is. Good morning, Dave Chase. Linda, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Hi, Deb Votrin. Good morning. Good morning, Chris. Great to see you here. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Nice. Oh, we'll take it. Good morning, Donna. Great to see you here this morning. Awesome. Welcome back. Yes, and I was just saying that I have missed this. I have missed our gathering. To have this punctuate our day, to have this be a part. I one of the ways I've been describing this time is morning, Shelby. Is it's as if somebody took all the narrative of our life and just took out a bunch of the punctuation marks. Like we take a pause here or we take a breath here, and all of those have been plucked out. And so one of the hopes of our gathering at 11:11 is just that we might know in these days that here's a punctuation mark. Use it, don't use it, but here's something that you can use in your day to either take a pause, be a part, scroll other places on Facebook, whatever it is you need to do. So, good morning, Fannie Faye. Good morning, Cecile, Sandra. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. So you always wonder where to when you take a pause, you start things back up, is where to start. And so I thought, why don't we start at the beginning? So this is from the first chapter of the Gospel of John. This is the very beginning of John's testimony about this Jesus guy. So, and it starts out like this. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came into being through him, and without him not one thing came into being. What has come into being in him was life, and the life was the light to all peoples. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. And it skips a bit, and it says, And he was in the world, and the world came into being through him. Yet the world did not know him. He came to what was his own, and his own people did not accept him. But to all who received him, who believed in his name, he gave power to become children of God, who were born not of blood, or of the will of the flesh, or of the will of man, but of God. Why in all things that are holy would I start there? I can see some of you just being like, oh my God, he took 2 days off and he just went to that ether theology place that pastors go to, and they're like, oh, for the love of goodness, we're gonna have to wrestle this one down. But I want to stay with me, because I think there's real something in this passage in this time for us, because of the fact that all what this first chapter of John is telling us is telling us two things: telling us about the identity of God, something about who God is, and telling us about something who we are. These are the two things: who God is and who we are. Fairly important things to know in the beginning of these things. So it's the start of what exactly is this thing that we're engaged in as this life. It is this beautiful. I think of this as like that beautiful David Byrne moment this is not my beautiful life. This is not my beautiful car. How did I get here? This notion of just waking up to this fact that this is the life that we have, and this is who we are, and that we are called to be not born of blood, not born of the will of the flesh, not born of the will of man, but of God, children of God. This identity as children of God is the whole point of this, is just to tell us who we are. Is that our identity is to be a child of God. Now, who cares, right? Like, who really cares that I'm a child? That's great. I still have a mortgage payment. I still got to make rent. I still got to, the squatters of our children that have somehow come home and now here all the time, like, we have to contend with them. Like, that all of this stuff. Like, we've got, like, what does that matter? Well, what it matters, and this is the point of I think of what this time can be to help us negotiate, is what we can open up in this time, is because, and so let me give you an example just myself. Like, my name is Andy. I'm a pastor. I'm a husband. I'm a dad. I'm a guy who loves coffee. I'm a former soldier. I'm a guy with a mustache. I have a snazzy blue shirt. There's all sorts of things that you can attribute to me, and what in fact I am, and who I say that I am, and what my identity is. And so we can call some of them good and some of them bad. And I'll tell you right now, this is playing out in your head over these days, because it's been playing out in everybody's head. Is like, what's the manner of person I'm going to be in this? Am I going to be the person that takes the 18 rolls of toilet paper? Or am I going to be the person that takes the 4 rolls of toilet paper? And it's like, who am I going to be in this? Like, and that all this question of value, this question of identity is actually right at the heart of what's going on. I actually have been saying through this time that I think one of the things that the virus is doing, hey, Steve Ranko, is that it is uncovering what and who people's gods really are. Like, it's just uncovering who's God, what people's gods really are. Like, what do you really call important in this world? What do you really call it important? And so this time, and so all of this is a sense of an identity of us as a child of God. Now, how is that helpful? Here's how. And here's what I think is really important on this Wednesday that we can embrace and step into, is that if we truly are and truly accept this notion that we are a child of God, made in the image of God, that we are this person, And the thing is that it is greater, that identity is greater than any other identity that comes after. It is the umbrella identity in which all of the totality of who we are exists. Now, what that allows us is to get off of this hobby horse that we are often kind of find ourselves in this time. Am I going to be a good person? Am I going to be a bad person? Am I going to be a right person? Am I going to be a wrong person? Am I going to be a kind person? Am I going to be a mean person? Friends, you got kindness and meanness inside of you. You've got joy and hate, fighting it out all the time. You've got apathy and you've got shame, particularly shame, I think, comes up in this time about all the things I did, I haven't done, I haven't got right, I haven't got wrong, that the things I could do more, things I could do less. Times of uncertainty always bring out the shame in us. It's one of the things it's just one of the core baked into us parts of being. You know, we see this in soldiers, highly decorated soldiers that gave the very best service they had, and they come back from war and they start to work through their and to the person they are all like they all carry in some way some sorts of shame around the fact that they could have done more. There could have been another thing. There could have been one more person saved. There could have been one more thing that happened. There could have been one better action. There's all of this. When we accept that we are a child of God, who we are and whose we are, what we begin to accept is the fullness of our being. All of it. All of it. Not just some of it, not just pieces and parts of it. And the thing is the whole thing's been rattled apart right now. Some of you are sitting at home without the job that you thought you were. You have thought, I am this job. And that job is right now gone away. You thought you were this person, and now that you thought you were the husband or the wife or the partner, and that relationship has gone. That all these things that as things begin to rattle and change in our life, and tomorrow we're going to talk about change. So this is related to this, but we are in all of this. Is that the beauty of it is that we are born to be children of God. That is who we are. And that the fullness of the experience that you're having right now is good within the eyes of the one who made you. That doesn't mean everything's happened to you is good. Don't hear me say that somehow that you're suffering. If you're suffering right now, that's building character. Not my point. My point is that you have that as we grab higher ground from just this person. I am this person of shame. I am this person of work. I am this person of who I am. Well, yes, and I think, Donna, you say it perfectly. I think it's one of the greatest transitions in our life, right, in our entire world that we don't talk about is from working to not working, because it's such a loss of identity. But friends, the thing is that identity was never the fullness of who you were. Never, ever, ever. No matter how perfect your job, no matter how perfect your relationship, no matter how perfect your self-identity, your feeling good about yourself, any of that was never who you were. Who you are is a child of God, made in the image of God, loved beyond measure, with a place and a purpose at the table of God that is yours and yours uniquely alone, and that it requires every bit of you. And that the invitation to be who you are as a child of God will help you immensely in this time to let go of all those things that have been stripped away, that you couldn't hold on to anyway, and that were really never yours to begin with. Paul, in his letter to the Corinthians, says, "Now you are the body of Christ, and each one of you is a part of it." Friends, you are a critical piece of the body of Christ. You have your place. You have your role as a child of God in the image of God. And it is bigger than any job or any relationship or any idea or any shame narrative or glory narrative about how great you are. Like any of it, it's bigger than all of that. And when we step into it, it allows us to let go of those things that were never ours to begin with and accept the things that truly, truly are the gifts of grace that make us that unique cell of the body of Christ, which only we can be. All right, friends, that is my thought for today. That's our 11 minutes today. I'm trying to stay closer to 11 minutes. Who thinks that's even possible? But we are, just to we are on the track again. We will continue to journey. We have our church leadership's meeting tonight. We have a Zoom call for, yes, God can do better, but we can't. We can't. Oh, God can't do better, but we can. Both is true there. We'll talk about that, David. I love it. So we'll have a Zoom call from leadership of the church and kind of see where we're going in these days ahead. We will have worship on Sunday right here on Facebook Live. Do stay with us. It is an encouragement to me. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Robert. Thanks, Maggie. It's great to see that you're all here and that you're on this journey with us together, that we might encourage each other. Peace and grace to you all, friends.